This is Jade Jones and Chad Chesterton here with the Morning Mask. Today is July 20th. It's been a hectic week here in Gotham. Lots of crazy stuff going on. Today we'll be discussing Harley Quinn's escape from Arkham, Poison Ivy's destruction of the annual flower exhibition, Johnny Karaoke's alleged kneecapping of a man, and the big police bust at Lady Penelope's finishing school. Harley Quinn escaped Arkham this Tuesday. She was reportedly broken out by none other than Poison Ivy. Now, listeners, there are rumors circulating Gotham that they might be a couple. This is exciting. Ivy and Harley would make such a cute power couple. We'll report more as their relationship progresses.
This is fantastic news. I love seeing Harley and Ivy together. They make such a powerful group of people committing crimes and getting into shenanigans. I can't wait to see what they do next. Will they hit someone with boysenberry pie, or is it going to be some kind of tight vine walk thing where they put a bunch of vines over two buildings, and then Harley Quinn walks on the two vines, and then they steal a bunch of stuff from a bank? Who knows? The possibilities are endless with her mastery of plants and Harley Quinn's acrobatic skills. Who knows what they could do?
Honestly, I'm just so happy to see Harley in a good, healthy relationship, especially after all this stuff with the Joker. I mean, it's just good to see her happy. I mean, even if they're not a couple and they're just good friends, it's good to see her have at least one healthy relationship.
Oh, come on now. You know they're more than just good friends.
They're
roommates now.
I would like to hope, but, I'm happy if Harley's happy, honestly. Because if Harley's happy, my apartment isn't getting destroyed. So, just saying.
I guess that's a positive, because, we need somewhere to record this, to provide the news.
I mean, is your cardboard box available for recording it?
It rained last week, so I'm a little bit on the road right now, but...
Well, I'll get you a spare sleeping bag and you can sleep in my apartment.
Oh, that would be... Oh, wow, really? Holy cow.
Yeah, I'll
oh my
put it
gosh.
right next to my sleeping bag.
Why does that sleeping bag say Louis Vuitton? Oh, the Joker's gonna have something to say about this. Oh, man, I bet he's probably fuming right now. There's smoke coming from his ears and water squirting out its flower. Because he's got that little lapel flower thing.
Oh, that's right, he does.
Yeah,
I
squirts.
thought he retired that. Does he still have it?
Oh, I guess it's such a good look. I don't know why he would get rid of it.
I mean, it's kind of tacky.
It's the Joker.
I mean, I guess.
That's a classic. You're like,
what?
he goes and shakes your hand, and then he squirts you with a little bit of poison. It's fun.
I thought yeah, you know what? You're right. Carry on.
Laughing gas is poison.
It's not laughing gas.
It's acid.
It's
That's
just
right.
straight
You're right.
acid.
Yeah. I forget that he keeps on putting LSD in there.
Remember our mutual friend Steve? Yeah, that's how he went. Yeah.
Oh. Rest in peace, Steve. Man, I'll tell you what, they had to leave that casket closed. Oh my god.
They did. Yeah.
Oh man, I've never seen something so horrific in my entire life. Except
you
for
opened the casket?
You don't find out the truth if you don't look for it.
You opened his casket. It was closed for a reason. Oh, this is why we don't let you to funerals anymore.
I had to make sure that he wasn't a government copy.
This is why we don't tell you if people died anymore, or you're gonna open their casket.
I had to confirm it. I had to know.
It's summer once again, so of course this Saturday we had the annual flower exhibition at Gotham Park. There were food trucks, festivities, and, of course, Poison Ivy. She crashed the event with her new friend, wink wink, Harley Quinn. The two made an absolute mess of things, as Ivy summoned giant man-eating plants and Harley Quinn started smashing tables. Anyway, the day was saved by none other than Nightwing and Robin. There were no casualties, but unfortunately Ivy and Harley did escape arrest. I don't really know what the mayor thought would happen, but I would like to point out that this is a reoccurring theme in our city. It is normal for Poison Ivy to crash plant-related events, and can we please take extra measures to ensure this doesn't happen almost every year?
What I want to know is how the heck did Ivy and Harley get away from Nightwing and Robin? Both working together in tandem, Nightwing and Robin should be a force to be reckoned with, and yet a low-class villain like Harley Quinn paired up with a powerful metahuman, it's like basically just 1.5 actual villains versus 2 seasoned heroes. You look like you have something to say. Jade, what is it? What
Did
do you...
you just call my girl Harley Quinn low class?
Again with defending the villains. All the time, constantly. I'm over here and trying to figure out why our heroes can't protect us, and you're trying to figure out why our villains aren't cool enough.
First of all, we have some very uncool villains. Have you seen the villains in Metropolis, okay? They are so cool. I'm so jealous. Harley Quinn is awesome. Her new costume, phenomenal. Much better than that whole one-piece red and black diamonds getup. The shorts, cute. She's got good legs. Shoes, super cute. Honestly, love the whole look. She looks phenomenal. She's doing great. Low class?
Smashes tables?
She was disrupting their dinner. Or lunch? She was disrupting their lunch.
All Harley Quinn can do is flips and smashies. That's it.
I want you to know she caused the most injuries. Ivy, smacking people around. She just kind of like went blip and like smacked people on the wrist with her plants. I mean, yeah, she had the giant man-eating plants, but did she eat any men or women or children? No. So honestly, Harley with her baseball bat doing 1,000 times more damage.
Harley did the best she could, which means smashing some tables. Ivy did a little bit of what she could, which meant summoning man-eating plants. Put them together. What do you get? You get a top-tier villain with a bottom-rung Harley, and they balance each other out to maybe about
Harley.
1.25 real villains. And you know what? 2 veterans like Robin and Nightwing, I'm looking at you guys. Come on.
Veterans? One of those kids is like, what? 14, 12? He looks young. He looks like a baby. A baby with a butter knife on his back because he's using a freaking katana.
Listen, I don't keep track of which Robin's which right now, okay?
It's the sword Robin.
Oh, the one carrying the wakizashi? Or is it a katana? Point being, they should have been able to handily at least get Harley Quinn.
I will say this is one instance where I would say the sword was necessary.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you should start carrying around like a machete instead. Maybe you should start carrying around some hedge clippers.
I'm sure Batman would have pulled it out of his utility belt.
That thing's got to be like 30 feet by 30 feet on the inside to keep so much stuff in there.
Johnny Karaoke is a name I haven't thought about in a while, but recently he resurfaced in an interesting way. According to my friend on the Upper West Side, Mr. Karaoke was seen smashing in a man's kneecaps with a microphone stand while singing Pony by Genuine. The man who was assaulted was named Kyle Fingerton, and he reportedly sneezed during Mr. Karaoke's song. According to many witnesses, the Yakuza member didn't even stop singing while he was attacking the man, and the feedback on the mic was awful. Kyle was taken to the Gotham Central Hospital, where he is currently being treated for his injuries. I wish him the best during his recovery. But he shouldn't have sneezed during that song. That's very rude. That's very bad etiquette. You should have tried to take it outside, or at least stifle it a little bit.
No, I couldn't agree more. Johnny Karaoke isn't a name that we heard in a long, long time. You're absolutely right. When was the last time we heard from old Johnny?
I honestly don't even know. What has it been, like 5 years? I honestly thought he retired.
It must have been. There was that... I remember he crashed a child's birthday party once by accident. If I recall correctly, he was wasted on some bourbon and then stumbled into it because he saw an open microphone. There he was, singing his guts out to a bunch of kids who really had no idea who David Bowie was. And all of a sudden, one of the parents starts looking at him, like just looking at Johnny Karaoke. And I don't know if you remember, Jade, but you don't look at Johnny Karaoke. Not in the eyes. Not like that while he's performing.
But he's so majestic. How can you even look away?
I know. That's the danger.
He's like a siren.
And the next thing you know, chairs. Chairs flying everywhere. You're just throwing chairs at people. Throwing chairs at kids. And you know what? I think it's probably why we haven't heard from Johnny Karaoke in a while, because he beat up a bunch of children.
It is true. You gotta lay low after beating up kids. Gotham PD are all over you if you beat up kids.
Oh, most definitely. On your butt, for sure. You can't beat up kids. What are you doing? Unless you're, of course, Batman. He gets a pass for having kids getting beat up all the time. But
Well, that's on the criminals for beating up the kid.
oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the criminal's fault that the kids are being forced to go and dress up in tight shorts and little shoes and fight crime. Yeah, that's the criminal's doing.
Of course, I'm sure you're going to tell me that it's Batman who's forcing the kid to carry around a sword and not just a kid wanting to look cool in front of criminals.
No, the kid wants to carry a sword. As an adult, Batman should be like, no, you can't carry around a sword. You're a child. But guess what? Jim Gordon ain't got no sense, so he lets him carry around the sword.
Goodness. Commissioner Jim Gordon Batman.
That's what I said. Commissioner Bat Jim Gordon, man. There's only 3 rules here in Gotham. Don't drink the rain. Don't eat the yellow snow. Don't interrupt Johnny Karaoke. Easy to remember. Easy to live by. If you ever see him singing his heart out, A, beautiful voice. B, watch out. Because he will come at you. He will come at you like a rabid dog on American Idol.
What?
Like he's a so he's like a vicious person, but also is like trying to perform in front of a bunch of judges in order to gain.
Oh.
American Idol's like this reality TV show.
I know what American Idol is.
All right,
I just understand the analogy.
He will come at you like Johnny Karaoke singing karaoke, and you interrupted his beautiful performance, and now he's coming at you. He will come at you like that.
This Wednesday, police raided Lady Penelope's finishing school after getting reports that the academy might be training young women to be criminals. These allegations were proved true after a raid was conducted on the building. Several police officers were injured and one officer was poisoned, but all the girls were apprehended. The headmistress, Lady Penelope P. Soup, escaped in the frenzy and hasn't been caught yet. How long do you think that Lady Penelope has been running this whole operation? Do you think we can expect to hear or see from her in the future? What do you think inspired her to teach the art of crime to young women?
Oh, old LPP's been around for a long time now. I think must have been back in '82 when she first started cropping up.
You knew about this the whole time?
Everyone it's like a well-known secret, like how weather balloons are really UFOs. Everyone knows this, but it's not, officially known. Or how the Gotham PD is secretly run by the mob. Wait. Everyone knows this, but no one really knows this.
Hold on.
Or how, Bruce Wayne is really, poor.
What?
And just acts rich. Of course, these are...
Hold on. Let's go... Oh, God. Where do we even start? The Gotham PD is run by the mob.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Why is it?
What do you mean, why is it?
What is your reasoning for this? How can you prove that they're run by the mob?
Think about the mob. The mob exists. All right?
All right.
The mob has been existing for many years now. Everyone knows the mob exists. Gotham PD knows the mob exists. Gotham PD does not arrest the mob.
Because they can't pin it on them. They can't pin them down for any specific crimes.
What? There's a... Jim Gordon is Batman. He can just go out there and get him. I don't understand what's stopping him.
I don't think he's Batman, Chad.
You just can't see. You have to look through the veil of lies. Part the kimono of truth. And look at the hairy cheeks of reality. I think that if we really take time to look at things, we'll find that these kinds of things happen all the time. We have LPP's finishing school for young ladies. Of course, we have the Legion of Doom, another organized crime syndicate. We have many, many mobs and crime families here in Gotham. And we, of course, have Gotham PD out there dragging their feet, surrounded by paperwork. Boo-hoo, we're the Gotham PD, and there's so much paperwork when we arrest people, so they never want to. Because guess what? Their hands are being greased by the lubricant of mob money, constantly being just greased up. It's disgusting. Of course Lady Penelope's been training girls to be criminals. You know why? Because being a criminal is the most lucrative thing that you can do in Gotham, because no one's going to stop you. Look at Poison Ivy and Harley. It took 2 heroes coming in to stop them, and they weren't even caught. Think if there were like 30 kids running around doing crime.
I'm sure that at least 12 of those kids would have been caught if there were 30 of them.
By what? 1 in each arm is still only 4 kids for 2 heroes. And they didn't even stop, actual criminals.
Well, okay. They have handcuffs.
No, go on, I'm listening.
They have handcuffs and rope and, ways to, restrain the kids so they can detain multiple kids at once.
Oh, so you're saying that Gotham PD has been working on the logistics of arresting kids instead of going out of their way to arrest actual criminal adults?
I'm saying that
because they sure did do a good job of going in there and arresting a bunch of kids when Harley and Ivy, once again, are still out there causing a ruckus.
To be fair,
Kite Man and Catwoman out there still causing a ruckus. Guess what? Mr. Freeze is still out there causing a ruckus, and the Penguin, he ate at our restaurant last week and no one did anything.
I'm gonna hit you with the sleeping bag.
No, it's so soft. Louis Vuitton really makes a great sleeping bag.
I have no furniture.
But I was really impressed by the Louis Vuitton sleeping bag. Thought that's a lady who really has her act together.
This has been Jade Jones and Chad Chesterton. Stay safe out there, Gotham.
Thanks for listening. Keep your eyes open. Secrets are everywhere.